10 seconds remaining. Five seconds remaining.
Welcome back, everybody, here for our second and last series of the night. It is NaVi going up against 4C&L to see who will be able to get themselves into that playoff position against the boys. Well, yes, boys. I say the boys. I'm just like, why am I saying just the boys? Look up the golden boys. Like, it's the G boys. Get the dropped before I say anything else, which is stupid as crap. Alright, in we go. Drafting time. NaVi will be on the Dota side. 4C&L over on the Radiant side is a star-studded lineup from both sides. Of course, a new set of stars over on NaVi, even though really all they did was change was one player in and out. But we are still casting them anyway under the tag of their rebuilt NaVi side. Of course, joining me is Ryu. Welcome back, man. Welcome back.
Glad to be back here with you, Toby. I mean, you're saying more stupid stuff than me now, so
it's terrific. It's terrific.
We're brothers.
Lord of the Rings is Star Trek. Boom, mind blowing. Yeah.
I mean, did you see Aragorn's acting? It was just as bad
wonderful.
as.
You're jealous. You look like Matt Damon.
I love
Aragorn. Like,
I love Aragorn. That's my favorite character. I don't hate on him.
Alright, so let's see what happens here with NaVi and 4C&L. Now, obviously everyone's talking about NaVi. They played their first game, first series after the disband last night is when they played it. Where they won their first game fairly convincingly, and then got very convincingly trashed in game 2 and game 3. So, really, it was rough. Sun-Ra played extraordinarily well. Sort of flagged that throughout their entire previous series. But everything else seems to be pretty standard. Like, they've got their stand-in Always Wanna Fly, Saneko, Dendi, Sun-Ra, Diddy-Ra, call him Diddy-Ra, and Funnick. So everything is pretty much the same apart from Always Wanna Fly and Diddy-Ra being in NaVi now.
Oh, Always Wanna Fly, go back to Empire.
5 seconds remaining.
So really, all that actually happened was Savos was kicked.
Yeah.
But it was made to seem a lot more dramatic than what it actually was.
NaVi's never gonna have a Dota 2 team ever again.
Yes.
That's what basically.
That was basically what was said. Like, everyone's just like, oh, is Dendi finally leaving NaVi? And there were so many people out there who were just like, yes, finally, he can go out and be part of a team that actually succeeds in things and like. Yay! Like, maybe he could be part of a Western team. Maybe he could travel to China and be part of a Chinese team. Like, tell me, Dendi can broaden his horizons. Oh no, it's Funnick, Dendi, and Snake are still back. But I mean, they only lost on Horst. Because Artstar was obviously kicked earlier on. So
let's just not talk about the salt and the wounds.
there's no salt. There's just a lot of like. I felt like I was sold a pill, which would instantly make me slimmer. But I'm sorry, still Tubby 1 over here. Like, it's false advertising.
That Rogaine for that hair loss? No, I don't think
I have no hair loss.
I know.
I have a full head of hair. It's very, very good. And I'm eating better and doing exercise more now, so one won't be around for much longer. Enjoy the meme while you still got it, boys and girls. Talk about draft, man, because it's already pretty much underway. Once again, the Doombringer is being banned out. This is now our 4th game in a row this has happened. Same for the Shadow Fiend in the first 2. Queen of Pain has slipped through pretty early on. The Huskar ban seems to be very unique, however.
Yeah, the Queen of Pain normally you see will interchange between Darkseer or Nightstalker. And surprisingly enough, there's no Wisp yet, or Wisp ban, which is, I think it's a really good combination with the Nightstalker. Especially when you can just run at the enemies constantly all the time. And it's great for Ember Spirit too, just because that's how they like to play. They like to play up in your face. So NaVi needs to be a little bit worried here. I think banning it out would be beneficial.
Radiant team.
Well, they're not going to do it, man. Witch Doctor and Slander is on the hit list. And the pick, it comes the way of Sexy Bamboo. Recently, I heard Blitz like claiming Sexy Bamboo is one of the smartest people in Dota. Maybe not life, just Dota.
He's pretty fun to play with.
Yeah, he seems to be really cool. He seems to think of new and inventive things before everyone else does. It's kind of cool.
He's like half YOLO. You know, at times he's just like, oh, let's go screw around.
Unless it comes to Roshan, then he's full YOLO. like if there is any chance to steal an Aegis with the Immortal, he'll take it. Like there isn't even a question mark in his mind. He will take that chance. So you got your Wisp.
I don't want this. How about that? Alright, so now what is NaVi gonna do to counteract this? You've seen AA is pretty good for dealing with Wisp. That's pretty good for dealing with the other two heroes, but not when Tiny comes out. Like, kind of have to... I don't know. Were they predicting that Ember would be mid? You can't normally think like that. Night Stalker is going to be handled either in offlane or support. IO is going to be coupled with another hero, most likely. Either it was the Necro or the Tiny. And Razor's not gonna do anything to that once the combo comes out between. So it's I'm not liking the Razor pick.
This is one of those things like Denny tried to run it yesterday too. Well, Soneko tried to get Denny to run it yesterday. It kind of feels very cramping in style to run something like a Razor. You got to get your timing 100% right.
You have to have push
like
too. Yeah, you have to have great push and presence, else you're just gonna get ratted. Is the easiest way to say it.
But where do you get your push on a Razor? Like, you're not going to be building an Aghanim Scepter on a Razor, so it has to come from your other cores.
And winning the early game isn't as, you know, as great as it once was. So you have to also think about into the mid game, trying to siege these tier 2s, trying to siege the high ground. I mean, that was the story of 2 patches ago. Sniper, high ground, how do you break the base 70, 80 minutes in the game? Now you're just like, oh well.
Team ban.
Is Wraith King the answer here? It's just like a 5-man lineup. I mean, if 4 Clovers just split up the map constantly, I just don't see how they can really get picked off. So
it seems limiting in many ways, this NaVi lineup. This is one of these lineups that I would expect to try and run like aggressively into the Radiant jungle before like the runes have spawned, and go for early snowball kills kind of style. Like, just run an aggro tri lane, put the Razor in the mid, put something like a Broodmother up on your safe lane that could try and win the lane there. But
I think they'll do Razor plus Wraith King mid, maybe. I think they'll dual lane against the Wisp Tiny. I think that's what I'm looking at. Tuss will be offlane, Rubik will be that support, and then they'll try to get another good carry for this situation. And I'm not really sure.
Radiant team pick.
Wow,
okay,
there was no hesitation from either side with these picks. They knew exactly what they wanted and just went for it. Alive in the Phoenix. Yeah, it is. It is. That's a number 1 position Wraith King.
I wonder if it's going to be the Radiance Wraith King.
If it's a Radiance Wraith King, this game is one for 4C&L. Like, just putting it out there. Like, it's always that thing where you see a hero pick up Radiance, and then you wonder, okay, so you got Radiance, but what effect does it really have? With a Wraith King, he's got to be on the front lines and attacking, which means he's got to soak up all the damage. Reincarnation is the only thing that will bring him back to life, because the Radiance means he's got no other items which give him strength to survive the fight.
Yeah, you need Blade Mail. You need Blade Mail and Blink. If you have those along with the Radiance, it's really good. And then you can potentially get a refresher, and then you're that frontline tank. Because they don't really have any mana burn on the other side. Like, there's no way they can really chew like an anti-mage or a PO with Diffusal. So they don't really have the best ways to deal with the Wraith King ultimate. So as long as he can get to that later stage of the game, but he's just single target, and single target without a BKB, burst damage against a Tiny is non-existent with Craggy. It's just, you're not going to be hitting.
Yep. Good luck. Okay.
Man, you're frozen. It's like looking at Dusa. Frozen in place.
Right, so laning-wise, NaVi will not be running this Phoenix as a core. In fact, it's a support Phoenix with an offlane.
What?
With an offlane Tuskar Phonic. Is what they're doing. Thoughts?
30 seconds to battle.
How do you
Yeah,
make it?
thoughts.
How do you make a support Phoenix work? Like, what's the plan behind Snako picking this? Because he picked it with no question in his mind. He wanted this. Didn't care what 4C&L were picking. They picked up their Wyvern. Boom! There was the Phoenix.
Yeah, it's really weird considering they have good counters to that Night Stalker and Nighttime attack speed bonus and IO with the charge on into the Ember or Tiny. I don't like it, and we'll have to see how it works, because if I've learned anything from the past, it's that Snako is one of the best support players, especially on Wyvern, and I hope he can prove us right that, you know, maybe Phoenix can be good too. So it was kind of. Did you see what he did too? He put down his boots to help with the blocking, and then now he has them.
I wasn't watching that. I was watching the shard play from Phonic on bottom lane, which blocked 2 creeps. And they tried to body block another one, it just slipped around him. So that didn't really work. So Snako is coming in with an aggressive ward. Look at the Radiant stacks. So he's trying to keep tabs on what happens with the Wisp and Tiny. And potentially now bottle snipe.
Yeah.
Except he won't bottle snipe, he'll boot snipe. So,
Oh no. No.
did they see him? Yeah, they saw him.
Yeah, that's mistakes were made.
Yeah. So tether forward as she cuts the tree
Maybe not.
fight. Well,
Maybe not.
He might still
Wait,
kill
they
the...
get the
No!
attack! Oh!
No! Snako! The damage from the tower, he tosses the Wisp in! First blood's gonna get an EGM and then he counter courier snipes! He actually gets the other courier! This now classifies itself as a disaster! NaVi! That was not the plan!
Pycat's blocked up in the bottom lane here.
Well,
No
this
aggro on
is,
some yet.
Then again, Phonic trapped in there with him because Nikwa had the shards available. So we're looking at another trade-off. So you lose Pycat, and well, actually Nikwa backs up from this. Dendy lost his life in the mid. It looks like we get another dive in. Snako jumping forward, but the tether forward from EGM, it can't do enough.
What is this game?
It's scrappy. It's scrappy do, man. It's scrappy do.
It's just players making great plays everywhere. That's what it is.
Now, time for Night Stalker. Steel set rune, EGM comes in to help him. Wow, that void damage on Snako. It definitely helps when he goes for the fire spirits and always want to fly. They're going to come back in. They keep that slow because of the tether straight through him. EGM being picked up and thrown on top of the hill. At the same time, Denny being tossed around like a ragdoll by Bamboo. The tether will bring EGM back down again. The Blast of Fuel will get the kill for Dandy. The sexy Bamboo is still punching him. EGM will have to go for the last hit, giving now Wisp a double kill. And in the space of 2.5 minutes, the Wisp has found 4 kills out of the 5 for 4C&L.
I do not even know what just transpired right now. I'm just happy I'm casting this game, Toby. This is quickly turning into just a slugfest. And IO, man, what does he have? Okay, so he has an Urn already. Urn early on with him. He doesn't have overcharge. What? Okay, this is kind of weird. Normally you see IO have...
It's combat build Wisp, man. Like,
you should get it at... No, you need to get overcharge at level 3, no matter what.
Dude, with this... Okay, dude, this is EGM. Like, there is no questioning EGM's builds on Wisp. Like, you only learn, you don't question. Dandy. The avalanche and toss. He's really trying to manipulate this early attack, but Dandy still dropping so low. Bamboo can't go for more. EGM, he's burning up. Wisp will actually find that kill. If the bonus damage wasn't there from the spirits, it wouldn't have worked. Tiny. He's wanting to chase. He's got avalanche off cooldown now, but the combo isn't really there. So, okay, it is with stick charges. He needs to punch him, however, once, or he can have the Night Stalker rotate him for one last void, making it now forcing now a 2-for-1 trade-off after losing the Wisp in mid.
Yeah, but I think the balls did help a lot during that, but they would have gotten more attacks off. I don't know.
Oh, nice dodge. He actually went in for the snowball, which dodged the Splinter Blast of Nikwa. And
the bottle up?
with very good bottle charges, he'll survive on 19 life. And this will invite Snako to chase after Nikwa. Nikwa needs more life here. The Fire Spirit's coming out. He'll burn out at the moment. So far down. No, he lives on 12 life. The Spirits were not enough damage because we still have to keep in mind this is a support
getting
Phoenix. And yep, they're coming in behind the tower. Wyvern denies himself the neutral creep. And then he gets tossed around once again by this Tiny.
I mean, this is just great play coming in from 4C&L. Like, what is a... They're just having a Phoenix sit mid, but that's not enough to help out Dindy, it feels like. They need to have always want to fly with TP, I feel like.
Oh no, he snowballed. Bottom lane, Phonic just wasn't the dream. You have a Night Stalker rotated, it's nighttime and you're initiating into Pycat, who will now slide a fist you down. The movement from the Night Stalker was perfect, and these aggressive wards, like the one aggressive ward they put down to watch, like you play an aggressive lane like a Phoenix doing what he's doing. And you put down a ward to try and watch, like, stacking and farming of stacks. Which means then you don't see anything in the bottom river area.
I'm scared now. Look at Sexy Bamboo. He's got 1,800 gold. Is he gonna get a fast blink dagger and just one-shot everybody?
Yep.
Oh my.
Exactly what Bamboo does too. He's going after Dandy. There's a lot more support here, always going to fly at the neighborhood. These Whisper Balls have been soaked up mostly, and EGM trying to become a little bit more of a sponge. Dandy, okay, that Urn is going to tick him out. He knew he was going to die. Bamboo still dies as well, but almost every hero of NaVi has come to this middle lane. The only one who has failed to rotate every time is Didera. But you cannot blame him for that. He's 42 for 9 on the CS. He's looking very good as that Wraith King.
He's the only person who's actually CSing in the game.
You have Pycat. Pycat is 30 for 11.
That's still very... I mean, just because Pycat went down early onto the Tusk 2, it really hurt his CS. That's why he's so far behind, and
but
the constant dives.
You are right, though, that he's the only person who is not involved in any fights. He's just focusing on the lane itself.
And, well, we can see that actually hitting CS will get you the top net worth. But Wisp is definitely up there. He's got like 6 kills.
Look at this, like 2nd to 5th position, man.
I know. I was just, you know.
And now Ruby's
they're gonna steal too.
Yeah. Pings are coming out. The pings are coming out right now from Phoenix. It's like, yeah, boys. Our home insurance has been taken away. Phonic. Nice little move up, actually dodges the avalanche, won't toss the toss. And those Spirits from EGM are still doing some serious work, but he needs to get that tether back up again, which he does not have, which means Sexy Bamboo having all the damage drained out of him. Doesn't stop the Night Stalker from coming in and punching him, but allows Danny to finish up the job over on Bamboo.
That's just diving a little bit too deep when there's wards and vision up. NaVi didn't have any wards up scouting that, then they could have potentially done it, but still having vision here, it's really helpful. And once he gets his blink dagger, it's going to be looking really good. I wonder if he does rush blink. You either go blink or blade mail, I think. He's going to be gone on top lane. He could be in trouble. He hasn't skilled up his ultimate either yet. No, now he just did, so that's good. Holding that point just in case it would be a suicide.
They're going. They want Phonic. Look at the movement speed from this Night Stalker with the face boots as well. He just wants to punch Phonic down. He'll be denied, however, because of the snowball. They come back out of it, but Bamboo comes in. They actually burn the reincarnation. The Tusker might be dead. EGM regenerating up, bringing that Night Stalker back from the grave, and they go after Didira once again, punching him down. Nikwa's attack won't be enough. Bamboo's fist, however, will be. And behind the tower, they also found out Snakeo's Phoenix. Where are you, Dandy? Walking home.
He just cleared out the stacks in the jungle.
8-minute blink dagger. It's an 8-minute blink dagger on Bamboo. It's the dream for Bamboo. And I think Danny's dead. Night Stalker comes in with a Void having EGM behind him. The Wisp Spirit Balls are enough damage. And that is a very easy pick off. You might have taken out the stacks, but you're still sitting at the 6th highest net worth as the mid-raiser.
It's just looking all ogre at this point. I mean, it's not over just yet, but like their lineup just scales so much better in the late game too. I'm just not understanding what NaVi are trying to do. They're trying to go for, you know, kind of like lane dominating and, well, bottom lane. This he doesn't have any mana, so Pycat's not gonna. But he had a double damage rune.
Yeah, full 1 charges, so we could have gone a little bit harder, but There's no reason to it. Like, you just drop Funnick down low. What's he gonna do? Like, you bottle charge up once. Funnick is still so scared, and this top play, you gotta relocate Wisp now. Like, it's not even 10 minutes in. You got a level 6 Wisp up and running. So you gotta relocate, save, or a potential get even more aggressive with relocate.
I mean, if you have relocate at 15 minutes in the game, you're looking good. Like that's around the time you normally see the Wisp do, just because they're doing all this stacking at the times. They're letting their carries get a little bit more experience and sacrificing their own. But
man, if
10 minutes is like unheard of.
If you have a Night Stalker who, in the second daytime phase, is still walking around with 4 kills, 1 death, and 6 assists. He is the top net worth on the field. He's actually beating the safe lane farmer as this Night Stalker.
It's just perfect play execution. They're just rotating around, like you said, the first
then Fly, you don't want to do this. Bamboo, blink forward. Fly, trying to throw Bamboo on the cliffside, but that won't work. Then he can't pull enough damage out for him. They walked underneath the Observer Ward. Always when a Fly will die. EGM already has the earn up as well, so all these kills just give more and more ammunition to 4C&L.
This is just going to be painful. I'm going to have to cover my eyes.
Dude, don't look away.
Don't look away. This is just brutal. And if he dies right now, Bamboo? What? Okay, yeah, that's an easy kill.
There's no way you can TP in for that. Like, if you think you can Fade Bolt a creep wave back when Bamboo has a blink dagger, he will go you every time. And you almost have to assume as NaVi too that there is good observer wards all through their own jungle. Yeah, you put down 2 sentries to try and get rid of this, but okay, they're going top.
Relocate.
Yeah, they're coming after the raid thing. A blink forward from Bamboo. He blinks just far enough that he doesn't actually break the tether either.
Is under attack.
This game is quickly being lost for NaVi.
They're setting up a mid lane here.
Yeah, but EGM can just tether away. You're gonna snowball after him, but you got Winter's Curse available here for Nikwa. They cold embrace over an IO, and now you actually trigger Nova. You toss Funnick back onto the Radiant side. IO may die, but there's your curse, locking down Funnick. Keep it any control for a moment. Bamboo does not have mana to play with, so the Phoenix is enjoying this, chasing up after him. Neko, however, is, okay, maybe not so enjoying this. He's already burnt through his Nova. His Icarus dive didn't give him any advantage because he came straight back again. Dandy has to stand his ground and battle Pycat. He'll be protected by this cold embrace. No sleight of fist just yet. He's got Searing Chains in 1 second, but it was too long. Now you're Night Stalker. You're almost top net worth on the field. Try and chase out Dandy. The Plaza field does considerable damage to 4C&L, but the Split Blast, it doesn't reach Dandy, but it doesn't stop Bamboo. He just runs up. EGM Spirits. Bamboo was actually a vessel for EGM to pawn. And now he has to get himself away. There's a double damage rune in the bottom river, but is it worth it? EGM's going to tether down. He'll end up bottling that up. Bringing Bamboo back up to life as well as mana, and always want to fly. Well, gets a good pick up over on Bamboo. But now they toss in the Wisp. EGM taking out the Rubik. He activated the double damage rune, so that is a blue Wisp, who now has to try and stay alive up against Funnick. Won't happen as he gets Walrus punched down. And Tusker, only 389 gold for that kill. EGM feels like it's worth so much more.
Yeah, they could be making some potentially big plays, but Rubik being only level 4, it's just hurting him at this stage of the game. If they could reliably steal Winter's Curse, maybe they could turn around the team flex. But when they don't have that, when they're not getting off a good Phoenix, like the only way I see this synergizing well is when Wraith King dies, and then they Icarus dive over the top, and they put Fire Spirits and use the egg. Like, that's the only way their lineup synergizes.
They're going again. Relocates on the wave. They silence up Dandy. Bamboo needs to get this kill before support will arrive, and Dandy just punch him once more. The snowball, it protects Dandy. It's chasing after the Night Stalker. However, and EGM gets the balls out. The Nova will come down. Dandy is already down. Night Stalker cannot be protected long enough by this cold embrace. The stun will connect, but no, he lives at 140 life. Wants to earn back up again, but Phoenix will be there with the support from the Fade Bolt. Diddy Ra is chasing after Bamboo. He needs to force up. He needs to get away. The Sun Ray will come. He turns around for the Avalanche toss, but Diddy Ra will end up surviving through all of that. 20 minutes. We have 40 kills in 14 minutes.
And Bamboo went up worse then.
Why not? It's a fighting positional game.
It's just so funny. It's like I'm so far ahead. I can buy anything and win. I mean, if you win Dagon.
He's jumping mid. He's going for always want to fly. He's burning to the flame guard. There's nothing more he could do there. And then you actually find another target. It's going to be Funnick over in the tree line. Snowball to protect. Who's he going on? EGM or Pycat? It's EGM. And EGM just keeps his spirits in close. And finds the kill over on the Tusker.
Always going to fly is level 6 now. This is where NaVi turned it around. It's their time to shine.
Is it?
I mean, they kind of need a mech too on Dindy, but I think he's going mech. I think he's probably going for Saint Joshua. I don't know. He needs a BKB though. That's if he doesn't go for a mech, he needs a BKB. Still, this is. I guess you could say the biggest thing is that Tiny is not transitioning into a well, he's dead, but. I just watching Bamboo because it's so fun. Yeah, it's just you know something's gonna happen. Look at that force staff. He was baiting out the Tusk snowball too. You can see that's a really good calculated play there from Bamboo.
Yep. He knows what to look for. He knows what Navi's arsenal is. So in the meantime, just beat down these tier 1 towers. Take up objective by objective. Your next nighttime begins in 30 seconds. I'm still looking at a Night Stalker who's almost got Nag in him Scepter. We're not even 20 minutes into this game. How is Navi meant to win a fight when they can't see a fight? Until they're dead. You'll never know.
Blindfold the enemy team.
Yeah, basically. The Zergboard also understands that Wraith King is farming. You can kill him and put that reincarnation on the cooldown. That's still worth it because it's such a long cooldown time. And where do you go? Like, you got your armlet. Good luck toggling that one with a Wisp Spirits in so close. There goes your reincarnation. They snowball in. EGM will get punched down. And Bamboo and Nikwa, this isn't the greatest position in the world for them. There is still that TP out. Nikwa cannot Arctic Burn himself away. He can cold embrace himself and maybe buy a little bit of time, but that's all. And actually, he really should have. Yep, he gave away Cuss. Always want to fly.
Alright, this is the comeback dream right here. It's happening right now. How much gold did they get from that? They got 1,600 gold to swing. All right, and who did it go on? It went on only Tuscan. Still too much, but if you think about it though, Seneko has the Midas, and he's not looking too bad himself, but the rest of his team is definitely struggling.
Pycat wants to go bottom lane. That reincarnation is still on cooldown for another 108 seconds, and look for the relocate that's coming in, but Bamboo starts with a double avalanche toss. Actually repositioned Navi before that fight began, and Navi wanted to fight. They came in with 3 other smoked heroes for this, but they couldn't reach him. They just push him forward. There's that force up from Bamboo, actually pushing the Night Stalker closer. Now they're able to reach up. It's a good stolen curse from Always Wanna Fly, but where's the follow-up damage? You get a stolen toss. Funnick still getting hit with pebbles. Ronick considering his older name. Then snowballing in. Where's the extra hit? No, Night Stalker has the void available. So Tuskar is down. Pycat, no spirits to jump with. The Bamboo just jumps himself forward. They'll get the steering chains and Always Want to Fly. The Sunray's going to do a little bit of work, but Bamboo hits the avalanche into Seneko. Pycat just wants out. Leaves a spirit behind. There's no stuns to stop him. And he can just come straight back in front of Seneko if he wants to. That's why Diddy Ra pushes forward EGM. Keep going, man. Keep going. The Hellfire Blast. He actually got so far away that Navi can't do anything against him. Pycat came back to his spirit, but what are they going to do? They're actually TPing to the tier 2 tower to try and catch up to Pycat. He's going to spirit in 1 second time. His Flame Guard's already up. And now with the Searing Chains gets a little bit of space. They'll pick him up and throw him down. The Sleight of Fist will not be enough to dodge out this attack from Navi. But they are now just turning this into a 5-man Dota with now 50 kills in 18 minutes.
Can't even count that many. That's like, how do I count that on my hands?
Just start taking other people's toes.
Yeah.
Now people want to do Roshan.
Are they gonna get Roche?
It's possible because there's no Ember Spirit. Do they have enough damage for this? You are running a Razor. If your Wraith King does have 4 points up in crit, so maybe this is where you look.
Travel in 10 seconds to the wagon at the bottom.
You're right, he got BT, didn't he, before he got the Battle Fury. Bamboo. Oh, they find Always Want to Fly, pick him up. He'll end up stealing toss. Roshan's only halfway through it. Funnick silenced up. In comes Bamboo. Goodbye, Funnick. And where is Ember Spirit coming? He BTs himself the mid lane, but they're just chasing in. They're going ham all over Diddy Ra. Where's that Nova is on the cliff side, so a really nice position, but you've just got 4C&L. They're running up the hill towards NaVi. There goes your reincarnation again. Put it back on cooldown for another 2 minutes. And maybe there's a follow-up. The curse over on Dandy, allowing Bamboo to pop the Razor. Always gonna fly. He's spirit jumping himself away from the Ember Spirit. Lamau. And now the 4-star forward. You can't spirit jump from that. Not when the 4-star's there to help him. NaVi will lose 4 in the fight. They don't finish up Roshan. And now 4C&L will take it for themselves.
They got a pretty crappy Roche lineup themselves, but come on, Roche, get some Craggies. Craggy the face. No. But yeah, I guess with the Wisp extra overcharge attack speed could help a little bit. But yeah, this is taking a long time. Unfortunately, NaVi are going to be dead for a long time. But Sexy Bamboo is getting pretty low. But hey, you're against the Wisp,
man.
You're against the Wisp.
And Bamboo actually jumps out. So Ember Spirit will take the Aegis to the Immortal. They put it in the hands of Pycap. And if you seriously, if you have any of your friends right now that are not watching this game, just go and slap them across the face, and then type into their console, just like go on watch this game. Like that's it. Get him onto our Twitch live stream right now. Shit, spread the word. There's only game number 1 of this best of 3 series. There's a lot of great Dota on tonight, and I'm watching over here.
Yeah, this is just amazing Dota watch. It's just constantly running at you, thinking that, oh, well, we have this, we can always do it. I mean, like I said, they kind of turned around a little bit because Rubik was able to steal some of the spells. Like, it has been helping a lot in the team fights. So, Always Wanna Fly is definitely progressing a little bit better, but he's 3-9, poor guy. It's actually looking at all the stats. Who has the most? EGM has one of the most.
He's
like
12-8-17.
It's like the Suicide Squad. It's part of it.
It's not even having the suicide. Like that's the brilliant part of it. Yeah, he's died 8 times, sure. 17 assists and 12 kills. Told you, man. Never question the balls of EGM, aka skill build.
I will always not question it. It did add a lot of magic burst damage to the Tiny in the mid lane.
Okay, Nice Soccer just got scouted out.
Doesn't matter though, he has full vision. Like, who's gonna even stop him? The only thing they have, essentially, is a Blink Dagger on Wraithing that could help. That's Night Stalker is just immortal right now.
Okay, so I was gonna ask the question, like, do you try and defend the top lane push, but they're already taking out the tier 2 tower. They TP in Pycat, who can spirit jump himself back out again. What do you actually got? So, in fact, Always Wanna Fly again gonna steal these spirits. The TPs are coming down the bottom lane. But you got a defensive relocate, you got a potential curse space creator from Nikwa. And this Night Stalker's been spending the last 2 minutes trying to find a target for them to kill. This game is just ground to a halt on killing.
I just don't see how Navi are gonna get the kills. Like, this is all they have to do. That's the best thing about 4CL's lineup. They just run at you and they win,
dead.
or they split push you and win.
Dendy's actually dead. Like, they're gonna relocate in. As the damage just isn't there from the Night Stalker. Bamboo, grab a couple of centaurs on the side of Dendy.
Well, they're gonna be relocating back. This is potentially a lot of damage.
You got Nikwa here already though. Like, EGM, like, Nikwa is perfectly positioned to protect him. You got the BTs coming in as well from Pycat, so you get a pick up on Bamboo. Side of Fist controls up Rubik. He's got that Spirit, but it's only right next to Pycat. The return then Searing changes like I'm watching a Rubik Ember Spirit battle. As Ember, he is just out of range.
He's got Aegis though.
Yeah, he does. And he leaves it and die to the Nova. He'll survive through it. And the Night Stalker keeps the run going. Starts over on the Phoenix, so there's no way he can get himself out. There's no Icarus dive anyway, and the side of Fist Searing chains. Diddy Ra will die right in front of his tier 3 tower, while 4C&L, 5 of their players just bearing down on top of him. There he goes. The Wraith King will pop once again. 148 seconds. Till he's got reincarnation back up. Had to lose the tier 2 tower. It's a bloodbath.
This is just brutal.
You know that custom game I really love, Blood Tournament? Like, this is Blood Tournament right here.
This is just like, I don't know. It's one team trying to stand up. It's like a 11-year-old trying to stand up to a 15-year-old. It's just not happening. I mean, we're gonna keep running at you because we're a little kid, and that's what we like to do. Just like to wrestle all the time, but it's not working out. I mean, it's also like trying to challenge your dad, to that wrestling or arm wrestle or something.
Dad will punish you every single time. Alright, so how does Navi do this? How do they win a fight? Be it 5-on-5 or be it like how do you create smoke gangs? Like maybe get a number advantage. How does Navi do it?
The only synergy I talked about already in this game is Wraith King dying, and then Supernova coming on top. Every single one of these Novas have been poor, and that's not even Soneko's fault. That's just because they don't have enough lockdown and they don't have enough AoE. Like, what are they gonna do? Have lift? That doesn't do enough. Snowball potentially could set something up, but they just don't have enough setup for the Phoenix to actually work.
Night Stalker is waiting for this. He wants to relocate assistance, and now he's going to get it. Avalanche Toss will be there, and Didira is down for the count. 42 seconds, but he does have buyback available. And Navi are moving forward. They're trying to get the tether position again, but Wyvern, he cursed over on Tusker. They start the Nova. The Bamboo and Wisp are already here to pick up. They kill him off before he finishes the job. EGM has a bloody Reaver. He's so bloody tanky. How do you stop that? He tethers away. That's how you do it. You steal 224 points of damage, and you find yourself a killer standing. That's the way to do it. The Bamboo takes everything from you and gives nothing back. Navi completely team wiped. 46-20 is now our kill counter. And that top tier 3 tower will be attacked in just a jiffy.
They could even go mid if they wanted to. I mean, all these lanes are pressured in. Not one tower. Did they even touch the towers? Yeah, they touched the towers at least, Navi. They did something this game, but they unfortunately didn't take any of the objectives. That's just... I mean, they had a good setup there. It's just the Phoenix didn't have the fire spirits, and you saw with overcharge how easy it is to clear up the Phoenix egg. So
I just can't believe I'm looking at a Wisp who's just walking around with a Reaver 26 minutes in with a Glimmer Cape. It's like the tankiest support. Like, yeah, he hasn't got more kills though. He's just got more assists. Like 13,
he also
9,
gets
23.
more attack damage because of that too, because he's strength based.
Cool.
Look at that, the right clicks. He's 113 damage on the Wisp with the overcharge. And that's the DPS, man.
you know the funny thing is, like, I remember having a conversation with Dandy almost 4 years ago, and he was talking about the frustrations at the time about like getting his ideas drafted by Puppy. Because Puppy kind of like runs the "it's my ship, I kind of like this is the best thing, we just do it." And he really wanted to run Wisp as a solo mid, because he thought Wisp had more than enough damage and influence that could run him as a core. Just pointing out, it's 113 points of base damage overall.
It's really good. Like, honestly, it's really good. It's just the scaling factor. You kind of need like 2 other good heroes. Okay, I'm trying to think of situation where you can have like an offlaner, like a Void or something back in the day, as the offlaner, and then you have another semi carry or carry in the top lane, and then Wisp is great for that, because then you can just get the fast level 6. Like, we saw how potent that was this game. 6 minute or 9 minute
smoke break. HyperX gets the shards over on Night Stalker. This should be a gem into their hands, but Night Stalker, the Glimmer Cape and the relocate out to safety. They took him all the way home.
They're coming back
Nickel,
too.
yeah, they're coming to fight this. They really want this. Bamboo is going to hit the ground right now. No force up. They actually got the pickup of the telekinesis in the middle of it, but look at the cleave damage. They still can't kill him. The Nova Pop will help them, but double damage over on an Ember Spirit. They curse on Dandy. There's nowhere to go. He's literally being killed by his own team right now. The Raging Blade Mail will return a little bit of this damage, but when I say little, I mean little. Night Stalker needs a way down off this cliffside. Of a problem where they relocated back onto, as well, the shards do keep this fight split up. Soneko knows they're kind of isolated up here, but Diddy Rad's got nowhere to go. The snowball will protect him for a moment, jumping in after EGM, but EGM protect again by this cold embrace. The slider fist, it's all up to Pycat to do the work. Tiny still down for the count, but now finally the Night Stalker down on the ground, and Phoenix down for the count. Rubik is the only one alive back at base because he respawned. And GG, finally the call is made. It has only taken 72 kills in 29 minutes for NaVi will say game number 1 of this best of 3 is over. 4C&L will take it.
That was just punishment. And that's a drafting punishment, to say the least. That was really well played from 4CL all around, man. It's just non-stop aggression. Maybe they lost because of that courier snipe at the beginning of the game. That was... I can't believe that still happened. I'm still thinking about it here.
You mean the lack of courier snipe into a courier snipe?